2019 nCoV IAV IBV Nucleic Acid Test Kit, PCR Fluorescence Probe Method, Rapid PCR Solution. This kit is a real-time RT-PCR test intended for the qualitative detection of RNA from the 2019 nCoV, influenza A virus, IAV, and influenza B virus, IBV, in human nasopharyngeal swabs and oropharyngeal swab specimens. Kit includes negative control, and 2019 nCoV IAV IBV positive control is sealed in pouches, and each pouch contains one tube of lyophilized positive control. 2019 nCoV IAV IBV reaction mixture is sealed in pouches, and each pouch contains one 8-tube strip. Materials required but not provided: nucleic acid extraction or purification reagents, recommended product, specimen release agent, or nucleic acid extraction or purification reagent produced by Hecin, pocket centrifuge, 8-tube strip rack, double-side centrifuge tube rack, etc. Let the patient's head tilt slightly, mouth open, and make ah sounds, exposing the pharyngeal tonsils on both sides. Hold the swab and wipe the pharyngeal tonsils on both sides of the patient back and forth for at least 3 times gently. Avoid touching the tongue, teeth, and gums. Insert the sampled swab in the tube of the specimen release agent. Stir sampled swab in the tube. Squeeze the swab head in the tube wall by finger 5 times to dissolve the potential viral components into the solution as much as possible. And remove and discard the swab. Tighten the tube cap tightly. Shake the tube upside down 5 times to mix well. Shake the tube 1 time. Please read the user instruction manual for specimen release agent seriously. Add 500 L specimen release agent into the lyophilized negative control. Shake the tube upside down 5 times to mix well. Add 500 L specimen release agent into the lyophilized positive control. Shake the tube upside down 5 times to mix well. Put 2 8-tube strips into the pocket centrifuge. Note: keep balance. Centrifuge for 3 seconds to make lyophilized reaction mixture down to the bottom of the tube, and avoid the lyophilized reaction mixture flying out when the lid is opened. Then open the 8-tube strip lid. First, add 20 ml of RNA sample vertically. The specific drop position is shown in the figure. Then add 20 ml of negative control, green cap, dropwise into the 7th tube, and shake it 3 times to dissolve it before dropping. Add 20 ml of positive control vertically into the last tube. Cover the 8-tube strip lid tightly. Mix the tube upside down 5 times. Then place the 8-tube strip lid in a pocket centrifuge and centrifuge for 10 seconds. If there is bubbles in the tube, flip the tube wall to remove the bubble by finger, and centrifuge again. Then open the 8-tube, and drop paraffin oil into each tube to reduce the loss of products caused by liquid evaporation during PCR, especially during denaturation. Please set the item and program according to the user manual of Ultrafast qPCR HC1600 or Maverick qPCR MQ4164 instrument. Place the reaction tubes into the instrument. Select 4 fluorescent detection channels for each sample at the same time: FAM, excitation wavelength, 450 to 490 nanometers, emission wavelength, 510 to 530 nanometers, VIC, excitation wavelength, 515 to 535 nanometers, emission wavelength, 560 to 580 nanometers, Texas Red, excitation wavelength, 560 to 590 nanometers, emission wavelength, 610 to 650 nanometers, CY5, excitation wavelength, 620 to 650 nanometers, emission wavelength, 675 to 690 nanometers. Set up the detection procedure and start run. The instrument program settings are 1. Reverse transcription 48 degrees Celsius 3 minutes 1 cycle, 2. Predenaturation 94 degrees Celsius 10 seconds 1 cycle, 3. Denaturation 94 degrees Celsius 2 seconds and annealing and extension 58 degrees Celsius. Collect fluorescence 25 seconds 40 cycles. Collecting fluorescence at 58 degrees Celsius in step 3, N gene detection channel, FAM, IBV detection channel, VIC, IAV detection channel, Texas Red, internal control detection channel, CY5. If this experiment is valid, the negative control N gene, FAM dye, IBV, VIC dye, and IAV, Texas Red dye, have no CT value or obvious amplification curve, and the internal standard, CY5 dye, detection should be all positive, CT less than or equal to 36. And positive control, N gene, FAM dye, IBV, VIC dye, IAV, Texas Red dye, should all be positive, CT values of FAM, VIC, Texas Red channel should be less than or equal to 36, the CT value of the internal standard, CY5 dye, channel is not required. Otherwise, the experiment is invalid and needs to be repeated. If the CT value of the test sample is less than or equal to 36, it is positive. If multiple CT values of the sample are less than or equal to 36, then multiple symptoms are positive. For more details, please refer to the manual.